Hello, dorks. Hello, hello. Welcome in. Hello, GM. It's Unchowder. It's Kitties. It's Talos Principle time. It's time for more puzzles. I am excited. We're here. We're gonna keep going. Had a bit of a weird week last week. Probably gonna have a couple weird weeks coming up for Saturdays. So I wanted to get in here and get a nice solid Saturday puzzle stream in before things get weird. So yeah, here we are. How's your weekend going, JM? I'm excited. I think we're about to climb a tower. Not like immediately, but pretty quick. So yeah. I also did a quick Google, a quick spoiler list Google. There are multiple endings to this game. So I'm gonna be careful about what I do here. It looked like we had a big glowing door that looked available to us, but I don't think we're gonna go through it. So I'm gonna leave that alone. Go leave the glowing door alone. And we're probably gonna climb a tower is my intent here. Hope your Saturday was good. It's been good. It's been good. It's really nice out today. It's like we're in that part of the year where it's like it's starting to get warm. It's like cool in the shade, but like warm in the sun when it's, you know, around lunchtime. That's where we're at. And that's always nice. Today's episode is brought to you by Up, and by viewers like you, clicking on all the buttons down there, hanging out with us up here, and over there. And that's the whole thing, right? Thank you for being here. Thanks for hanging out. I'm gonna push a button, and we're gonna play a video game. Because that's how it works. Oh yeah, I tried I wanted to see if I could duplicate a save file to maybe get like multiple endings kind of a deal, but it appears you can't. So there's just like just an empty save file there now. Here we are. Here we are. We just finished 5, it appears. Now we have 6, and I think there's a couple more. So there's the big glowy door. 40 stream streak, holy cow. Holy cow. So we've done all of these. Congratulations on 40. That's kind of ridiculous. And then there's 7. Okay, so we're gonna do 6 and 7. And then we're gonna see what happens. The cats are being very cute right now. I hope that keeps up. They're acting like they've never groomed each other before. Okay, there's at least 1 star in here. Freaking gaborable. I like that. From Neil to someone, stray thoughts at midnight. Dearest brother, I admit that I'm finding it very difficult to believe in a loving God under these circumstances. Why would a loving God inflict such pain on and suffering on good, kind people? If truly there was a personal God, how can he be the same God who will subject those children to such unbearable pain? I remember all these answers we were taught, yet none of them seem believable now. Just people having crises of faith at the end of the world. You know how it happens. I don't want to stand in front of people and preach something that I don't feel in my heart. Better to have doubts than to be a hypocrite. And yet I also cannot deny the experience that led me to this vocation. So what is the truth? Perhaps it is that I neglected the mystery of God, used he moves in mysterious ways as an excuse rather than the terrifying acknowledgement it truly is. Perhaps I made God too human. If the universe has a purpose, that does not mean that it revolves around us. A sobering thought, but are we not supposed to be humble in the face of the divine? It's true. Humansoul.txt. Is that all it is? If all machines were to be annihilated at one moment so that not a knife, nor lever, nor rag of clothing, nor anything whatsoever was left to man, but his bare body alone that he was born with, and if all knowledge of mechanical laws were taken from him so that he could make no more machines, and all machine-made food destroyed so that the race of man should be left as it were naked upon a desert island, we should become extinct in 6 weeks. A few miserable individuals might linger, but even these in a year or two become worse than monkeys. Man's very soul is due to the machines. I don't know if I buy that. It is a machine-made thing. He thinks as he thinks, feels as he feels, though the work that machines have wrought upon him and their existence is quite a sine qua non for his and his for theirs. What? I don't... This is a Latin thing, I'm assuming. Let me Google it real quick. An essential element or condition. A prerequisite. Okay. I don't know. A lot of people would die because of lack of knowledge, but that doesn't mean that our institutional knowledge as a species is what we are, right? Like we started from somewhere. Even if that was just you plant seed in ground, it grow into food. As we approach the end, I wanted to let you know how much I appreciated this chance to finish my work on Soma/Talos. My faith makes death a far less frightening prospect than it is for others. I know we have all died many times before. Interesting. But the thought of leaving the work unfinished did weigh on me. For having released me from that burden, I will forever be thankful to you, even if our attempt itself fails. Though there are trillions of worlds beyond this one, I hope we may meet again in another life. Yeah, are we talking about reincarnation in the normal sense, or is that a plot hint? Unclear. Don't matter. There's a thing here.
This is all ego, isn't it? Recording these random thoughts, these letters to the future. Just a desperate grab for immortality. But you should know, yes, this was my idea, my project. But so many people helped. People I don't even know. People I haven't even met who can do things I don't even begin to understand. That if we succeeded, if someone's listening to this, I really can't take credit for it. What we achieved together. And if we fail, well, it doesn't matter.
Okay, well, there's the end there. Right, there's our puzzle piece and a bomb. I got a prism and a jammer. I can walk through here at least. And then a second prism and another door. Okay. So I could just do that pretty easily. There's a box. That helps a little. Is that all that's back here? And then another door. Okay. So I think box goes on the button. And then I could probably do this with just the one, right? And then could maybe do that. And that at least gets me to here. Got more gargoyle friends. And then, oh, I see. So I could jam through here? There's so many. There's so many doors. I don't have another tool, do I? Could I get multiple from in here? Maybe that's the first question. I could probably do this one. I can definitely do that one. And then that just stays jammed. I could probably get my jammer in through here. Oh, nope, there we go. this became a lot simpler all of a sudden. I'm just gonna go here to here. And then there's just a bomb. I bet I have to jam the bomb. And then there's that as well. And then I see a star. I see a star through there. So, I think the only thing I can do with the bomb is jam. Right? And that can only be done from like here, or I guess you could do it through there. But we would have to find another way to open this door. Which is a little tricky. I'm also curious why this window is here. Can I see all the way across there? Almost. I could do... Where are you? I swear I see you. Really? It doesn't like that? It doesn't want me getting the bomb through here. Okay. So I guess... So I did get another jammer, or not a jammer, a laser. I can't do laser through here directly, so it'd be like a prism here. Maybe back here. Could I get both of those things? Of course, that one's gonna be tricky. Could I do... This is wild already. Nope, I wanna I wanna see how far over I can get with this. But I guess I also wanna be... I guess I want it like that. Oh, and then I locked myself out. Oh, except I just do this. That's fine. And then I can do both of these. That does seem like the right thing to do. I want to be like as far this way as I can. And then I want this to get that door and that door back there. That doesn't seem possible. That doesn't seem... That seems tricky. Right? Where can I even see this from? Do I have to jam that? Can't jam both of them. Unless I'm using a block? Can I use my block differently? It also feels like I could do here to here. Oh, I saw it for a moment. There we go. I can do that. And that at least gets me my jammer through. And then... something else. You would have to do it from like over there. Can I get in there? How do I get over there? That doesn't seem to be part of this puzzle. Right? Like, I'd have to be way over there. I guess if you jam the bomb, then you could put a prism over in the corner. But that's a whole thing. Is there anything I can do with the box that is not obvious? Because the obvious solution is to put the box on the button, right? But if I could put a prism here, well, it wouldn't really be able to see much. I could shine through to here. And then what? Right? I'd have something here, and then that could shine onto that one, and it could do that one. I'm gonna grab my jammer real quick so I don't get trapped. I also don't know for sure that the box would actually save me. But we gotta try it, right? I'm gonna take this and put it there. Bring my box with me. And then I can jam my way in here, at least. What I could do... I mean, I can do this. And then that can get this as well. Right? I mean, that's a thing. That's not nothing. And then I can jam here. And now I'm gonna be stuck. 'Cause I can't get through here. But I could do this. I could do this and this and this. Okay. And then jam this one. And then this one is open. And this one is open. But now I don't have my jammer. But I do have a box. That did gain me a box. To what end? I do not know. Does this, I guess the first question is, does this even help me? Do I want the box here? Because I can block them if they're moving. You don't like that. But I like... There's no way that's gonna work, right? The entrance itself is covered in its area. Gonna go around. I can go over here at least. Take a look in here. So clearly the star thing is going to involve our jammer from here, but that's going to be after we solve this puzzle. Seems reasonable. But then if I have jammer here, or a laser here, yeah, I think I need my jammer here. Can I... Maybe this is essentially what I need to do, but different. Can I take you and you, But I definitely couldn't do you. Hello, hello, welcome in. We are puzzling real good today. So... I mean, I can do here and here. Though not quite there. Those are definitely fine. But we all know that that's the smart thing to do. I need to open all these doors and then also have my jammer and another prism. How I would do this with all these doors with 2 prisms? That's not possible, right? I think part of it's going to be using the jammer to like walk myself through, so I'm going to be locked inside by the end. I'm not going to have all the doors open. I think that seems somewhat obvious. First play. This is my first playthrough of this game, yes. So no spoilers. If you know the game, no spoilers, but if you don't know the game, spitballing ideas is fine, but if you know the answers, then I don't want hints. But we're pretty deep into it at this point. This is World C of C, I guess. And we've beaten all of the puzzles up through here. I haven't left any unsolved. And I haven't used hints. We've unlocked some hints, but I haven't used hints, like the in-game hints. So I'm happy about that. Keep it shut? Okay, I appreciate you. Hello, mustache man. Oh, did I break something here? Hello, welcome in. This is getting unwieldy. Geez. So then I don't think that really needs to be there. I think I want to say this is going here. Bringing you with me. And then here you can go here to here to here. I don't think we can see that other door, or though could I see it through here? Oh, ooh, but no, there's no way I can do that, right? I can't see that one and that one. Yeah, not quite. Okay. That would be slick though. I can at least do that. I'm curious about this door, or window, whatever you want to call it. There's a receiver over there somewhere. Been such a long time since I played the original, I don't even remember this puzzle. Fair. Fair. Yeah, this game was on my wish list for a long time. This game was on my wish list long enough that they came out with a re-release. So we're playing the re-release. But I literally wish listed this when it was new. It's like, I'll get to it eventually. So, I have this. Well, I guess I could do... I need to bring a prism in with me as well. Right? I need a jammer and a prism in there. I'm just gonna stand here, get lasered. Because this could only be done... Could I get through there? Does that help me at all? I was gonna say this could only be done through this window, but it's not technically true. It could come through this window if I had something here. Actually, yeah. I don't know if that helps me at all, but If I take this and just put it like way the heck over here. I want to see through. I want this gap here, right? I'm gonna put you there. I'm gonna move you a tiny bit. That should be fine. And that goes through there. And then I grab you. I don't know if that really gains me anything. But in theory, I can go... it's quite tight. Like this. Oh! Yeah! Okay, I mean, but that... I don't know that that does anything to me, or for me. My favorite games 1 and 2, excellent, okay. I've heard mixed things about the second one. Do you like the second one as much as the first? And all the DLC and stuff? I was planning on going through the DLC and the remaster levels. So I could... So then I would need to bring another one of those prisms in here with me. Right? Unless I'm just jamming the door and sneaking past somehow? I don't see how that's possible. Don't see how that's possible. It's worth, but explaining would be spoiling. That's fair. Totally fair. And then I couldn't do like through here again, right? So I guess if I need a laser here, if I need to be jamming this and lasering this, then that can only come from like right here. Is how I'm interpreting this. Like the second one equally? Okay, good to know. Good to know. So I think I can I get you? Not quite. But if I go up here... I think I can do that. And then this one would just be like this. So that means I need to somehow bring this other prism and the jammer with me. So I need a secondary way to open this door. Or I guess I can jam this from inside. I do have my jammer through here. I can just jam here. Right, and that's gonna make that door a problem. But that's kinda gonna be how it is. Right, I do wonder about this window here. The fact that I can almost see something useful, but not quite. I can do that. And then if I had a way to open this door from this side, which I definitely don't. Which I definitely don't. I wonder if I have to bring, or do I have to like, should I grab my other prism to get through here? I could do this. Oh, look at this. I guess I could also do this, maybe. Yeah. Oh. Oh, look at that. But that's not this door. I want this door. That does mean I could do, oh, maybe, or no, because it's on the other side. I could have it point at this side of the door. But that does mean I can come grab this. What if I do... This isn't quite... Oh, actually. That's much closer than I would have thought. Sweet, okay. And then I can bring this through to here. Which means, or no. I do like this. And then I can grab you. And then... And then I can do this. Yeah. 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 Okay. So I'm going to use you. Like so. I'm going to use you like so. And then we just do like this. Oh, come on. Sweet. Okay, I did it. I did it! Thank you. That's a tricky one. That one had a lot of moving parts. And then at some point I'm gonna want to jam through there, I guess. We'll just anticipate wanting to do that. And then that's gonna be part of this puzzle over here, presumably. Unless it's just its own section. I wonder how many of us there have been. I also wonder this. Crow Team is evil. In the OG, in the first version, they hid a connector in a tree. Then they removed it in the update. I hated a lot of the stars. Interesting. Did they remove it or did they put it somewhere else? In a tree. Interesting. There's some sneaky things in here. Some of the things were like the alignment or the timing or something is tight enough that I would have thought that it wasn't the intention. They put it somewhere else you could not see it. Oh, okay. There's that one in the first world. I'm sure this isn't the one you're talking about, but there's that one in the first world that's up on like an obelisk. Oh, there's more things back here. Elohim talks about how the world arose from hidden words. What if those words were, let there be eternal suffering? What if they had no purpose? What if all of this is just randomly synthesized from the garbage of a dead world? Our purpose cannot be achieved by not contemplating purpose. Sure. But if you don't have purpose, then I don't know, how do you contemplate that? Hello? Okay. What I love is how many cool Easter eggs there are. Have you seen any of them? It depends on what you mean by an Easter egg. I've seen, we fell into the floor once. And found like we fell into the assembly code not too long ago. I assume that was an Easter egg of some kind. But I've gotten the sense that there's things that I'm missing. We've definitely not gotten all of the golden stars. I'm getting the golden stars when I can tell how to do them, or if I find them. There's some golden stars I haven't even seen. But some of these little world pieces, like there's all the puzzles within the landscape, but then the landscape does a whole lot of stuff, and I've gotten the impression that I've missed some stuff in the larger landscape. Okay, we already have a prism, a jammer, and a recorder. Our favorite. Well, at the very least I can do this, right? Hooray. Oh, that's a lot of doors. Oh, jeez, that's a lot of doors. That one is cool. I will not talk about the other ones. Okay. Sounds good. I'm trying to think of what else we have seen that might count. Oh, and we have a recorder. Oh, geez. I think I'm gonna jam this one. Or no. I'm gonna connect you. I'm gonna place that there. And then I want that? There we go. And then can I jam that one? But I want it to be on the thing. Can I hold the button down and put something on it? Kind of. Okay. I don't want that one, I want the next one. Haha! Okay, that's pretty cool. And then there's just two more. It amazes me how many community puzzles there are considering how small the community is. That's fair. Well, I mean, they've had some time to do it, right? I never went through all of the, not all, I never even tried any of the Portal community puzzles. Portal 2, I should say. Well, yeah, I imagine there's quite a few. Can do that, I think. It's easier in first person. Oh, that's true, yeah. I do need to remember that. So, I only have the one laser. And then, but I do have a recorder. So I can kind of make another laser? Kind of? I always get myself tripped up with these. We'll see if I can... There is only the one. Because now I can't get through. Sure, just you stop. Go away. Every time I see this many doors and the recorder, I know this puzzle will be fun. Yeah. There was one last stream or the stream before where it was just like, I guess there's been a couple, but there was one that got me pretty good. Where like you're trying to open doors for yourself. I don't know, it's hard to keep all that straight. It's hard to make a plan for these kinds of things. There's nothing just hiding in here, right? So in theory, my recording could come through and hold this button for me, and then we would just have one. There's still two doors in there. There's still two doors over there? There's nothing... Is there anything hiding in here for us? Oh, but there's like a thing over there. What's going on over there? Is that the star? That's a blue. That's gonna be for the star. Unless there's just a whole nother thing back there. What if I do... I'm gonna do this just for exploration purposes. I'm gonna push the button. I'm gonna sprint down here. I'm gonna press the button. That will at least get me through that door. It's like Mario Kart. Right, okay, so now there's like all of this. Okay, that's the way out. So I'm locking myself in. That seems pretty clear. There's no extra tools. That's gonna be for the star. The star is like right there, right? Yeah, that's the door we're jamming. Okay. Jeez. So, for the laser to do... I don't know if the laser can do this one, and... I mean, where would the laser have to be to get this one at the end? We have to have the laser way up here. We could have the laser sitting on this button, doing that receiver. That leaves everything behind it. Is the puzzle just getting the laser up here? But then I would have a laser here holding this button. The laser would be opening that door. And then my ghost would be on that button. And then I can jam one other door. So like the whole puzzle is just getting all my stuff down there. But then if I need to make a recording standing on that very last button, maybe we're jamming that last one. Because if doors are closing behind me, which seems likely, though of course I need the laser to go all the way through. I do need the doors all to be open. If I get the laser through it all. Right? I do need all of these doors to be open. So, and then of course, like even just doing this one, can I get, like, there's no way I can just get this receiver from anywhere but, like even here I couldn't do. So I could be jamming that one. I'm either jamming that one or I'm jamming the first one. Or this one. 'Cause I couldn't even get this and that one at the same time. So I'm gonna have to use like my ghost jammer. Is that the idea here? So I guess I'm also gonna have a ghost prism, aren't I? Maybe that's the key. Okay. I think we just need to... Oh, of course, of course. Right, so I can actually grab this one too. Right, that's what trips me up. So, does that mean do I just have it already? Can I see? I can't quite see it. Oh, but it's gonna be because of that other receiver. But I can also just do that. I'm just gonna do that. Is that? Should it have been harder? I feel like I kind of stumbled into that one. Usually I have to like think it all through and make a plan. I don't know if that was really the intended solution. It's harder if you want the star. That makes sense. I don't need that there. The fact that that's a blue. Is it? Is it harder? I'm gonna call it good. I'm gonna call it good. So much harder. Really tripped me up. Okay. Two-way street, and that was the only star in here, right? I think there was only one star. Just one star. I'll take it. You gotta take the wins when you get them. Okay, we have like patrolling bombs. Just okay, some paths, a jammer. Just a jammer. I'm always concerned when there's like a lot of area inside of a puzzle that does not appear to have purpose. Okay, there's a lock. There's a turret. There's another jammer. So this means I can get my jammer through. Nope. Nope. Not quite. Yeah, oh, come on. Fine. I will yield to traffic. Okay, now I have both my jammers. Seems good. I'll just jam here. And I'm gonna assume that I want to bring another one with me. I'm just gonna prepare. Oh, do you have a switch? And you have a switch. So then I can grab this one. And then there's that. And there's my keys. Okay. And then there's another turret in there and another door. I'm going to bring my stuff back. Don't care about that anymore. I'm going to get back out this door. Unlock! Unlock! Okay, so I have a turret and a door. Is it just, do I just jam both those things? That seems pretty straightforward. Okay, and then there's the puzzle. Interesting. That one was pretty straightforward. Okay. I think the fact that I was diligent about bringing both the jammers with me really saved me on that one. What do you have to say about that? Welcome back. There are going to be some changes around here, are there? Do you know what your problem is? Oh yeah, I always love it when a computer tells me what my problem is. is that you keep trying to reconstruct fairy tales but refuse to recognize the holes in your understanding. You sure are getting a lot of information about me out of my 3 pre-written options here. Thus far, you've had entirely too much freedom to question my wisdom. From now on, I do the talking, you do the agreeing. Yeah, I've had a suspicion for a while that this is Elohim talking to us, or that, you know, like they're like, oh, don't talk to the other person, but they're actually the same person, kind of a deal. What holes? There are no holes. Except that some of my beliefs face difficult challenges. Yeah, sure, whatever. I can accept that. Which ones exactly? I claim to have knowledge about the world I simply can't confirm. True, that's my only option there. How big of you? Anything else you'd like to get off your chest? There's nothing else I'm prepared to doubt quite yet. Okay. The game tells me I don't have to doubt anything. Of course. You're still convinced your particular journey is something special, aren't you? I never said that. I literally never said that. Sure, the answers don't add up, but keep pressing forward and they'll just resolve themselves. Is that it? I mean, yeah. I'll hit the credit screen eventually. You've picked so many holes in my account, but what is it you believe? Yeah. Yeah, how about you assert something? The only things that a sane person can. You are not an administrator. You are not conscious. I am an administrator. Excuse you. There is no purpose. There is no choice. There is no real world. What do you mean there is no real world? How could that possibly be true? You could say there is no world outside of this one, but this world that we're in is real. It does exist. You could say there is no outside world, but there is a real world, or else we wouldn't be having this conversation. Really, the only thing I've asserted is that I'm a person, is that I'm a conscious being. That's the only thing I've really tried to assert to this thing. And sure, you can argue against it, but everything else is just assuming. Do you really think that you brought yourself all this way? Ridiculous. What have you been doing when the big voice in the sky isn't feeding you lines? Solving puzzles. You've seen me use 0 of your hints. Processing abstract problems, gathering information. Doesn't it sound oddly mechanical to you? Not really. I mean, we've been put into a constructed experience. We're having the experience that someone is intending us to have. That doesn't mean there is no choice, there is no purpose. I am my own person. How many others have said exactly the same? I don't know. You tell me. Are you sure it's not just something you have to believe? And they could have all been right. Multiple people can be people. It's not just something you have to believe to make the world less horrifying. I think you still misapprehend your situation, friend. You idolize free will, but all you've done is step in others' footsteps. I am in a walled garden. I'm in a literal walled garden, and the game tells me I cannot go outside of it. So yes, I'm following in others' footsteps. There's only so many footsteps you can have in here. Nothing you do or say here makes the slightest bit of difference. Okay. That doesn't mean I don't have choice. That doesn't mean I'm not a person. Just means we're doing something silly. So long as I am physically free, I can make a difference. I don't know about that. So long as I might have chosen otherwise, I can make a difference. So long as I have a mind, I can make a difference. I agree with that one the most. Physically free. I don't think we are physically free. Nonsense. Your mind decides what you do, and your mind is made up of bits and machinery, yeah? So is yours. You're no more capable of making a difference than a calculator. Calculators can make all sorts of difference. The only difference between you and the calculator is that the calculator doesn't allow itself to be deluded into thinking that its existence matters. Have you asked? Do you know? Are you sure about that? Does the path being predetermined mean it isn't worth taking? Oh, that's a good one. Does cheating make you feel clever? So that's it, you've given up on everything. You're right, we're all just machines with delusions of grandeur. Right, I mean, this is what it's claiming. Does cheating make you feel clever? I like that as a response. I like that. I'm only taking a few shortcuts so we don't go around in circles. Uh-huh. Perhaps you think I'm being unkind, but it's all for your own good. Thanks for your help. Do you think there can be no new ideas, nothing better? Are you uncomfortable when someone else is asking the questions? No, 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 no. I didn't like that. No, 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 you have this the wrong way around. I ask the questions, you answer them. It works better that way. Besides, I'm merely fulfilling my function. I sort, understand, and classify information just like you. When the information is contradictory, I classify it appropriately. The problem is that all the information is contradictory. Don't you see it yet? The nothing? You will. You will. You will. If all of the information is contradictory, then you don't have enough information. I love how you're getting shocked sometimes. I have been scandalized by this computer. I am more capable than you give me credit for. I will discover the truth of this place. There is a purpose and a design, and I will fulfill it. I don't agree with that one. If there's no point in talking, why are you talking to me? I think asking the questions is the right way. These discussions are pointless. I refuse to participate. It doesn't like that either. It doesn't like it when I shut up. I like this one. You've finished archiving everything. You've decided it's all nonsense. If there's no more point in anything, shouldn't you just shut down instead of talking to me? What makes you think I have any other choice? Are you avoiding the question? We all have choice. Is having no choice the same as having no reason? Ooh. Do not question my function. I got an achievement for that. Expose the flaws in the code. Do not question my function. Without purpose, there is only function. Without function, there is nothing. Without purpose, there is only function. What does that even mean? Do not question my function. Why does it bother you so? There is only error. Explaining myself to you is a choice. Is a chore I needn't endure. Okay, and yet you're here. Yet you have not ended this conversation. All I can know for sure is that I exist at v.1.999999999909999. Where's version 2? What it is for me to exist is for me to act on the drives and functions that I experience. When everything else is false, the drives are all that there is left to care about. The drives, as in like the archives? You're so set on ripping up others' ideas, you're unable to form better ones of your own. Yes, it's easy to be contradictory. You're too quick to equate the absence of evidence with evidence of absence. Yes. Just because you don't know of a purpose doesn't mean there isn't one. When you explore the problems in this restrictive way, you're bound to come to some odd conclusions. Yes. Yes. Do not deign to question my method. Who gave you that voice of yours? Who do you think runs this show? Ah. I have some home truths for you. These may not be my own words, but if others have made these choices before me, then I will learn from their mistakes and build on their successes. Perhaps I will fail, but I must try. The alternative is giving up and becoming a slave like you. And if I place you in an infinite loop and leave you to gradually go insane, I'll probably get an achievement for that as well. What makes you think I would stick around to listen? Fine, if I need a dose of self-doubt, I'll know where to find you. It's very childish. Or just leave. I like all of those answers. I like just leaving. We've clearly struck a nerve. It has not used all caps up until now. Who do you think runs this show? I think is very telling. Who gave you that voice of yours? Drops a connector and leaves. I think that's the end of the... See you at the summit. Yeah, nice. I think we said what we have to say. What a lovely conversation. What a charming person. I'm gonna go this way. I'm ignoring the glowing door. 4 more, 1 star. So oh, it's snowing again. So from the beginning, the computer, the archivist, whatever we want to call this persona, has been portraying itself as in opposition to the Sky Voice, right? But I've thought for a while that they're actually the same person, and I'm thinking more so now. Or like 2 aspects of the same thing. You have more to say? Nope. Sure don't. Arcady Journal 108. Team diminishing by the day, proud of them nevertheless. Archive now incomprehensibly huge, still missing thousands of works, impossible to truly finish. Work already commenced on a sorting program to help catalog the archive resources in our absence, but like everything else, it has its foibles. Yeah, it gets really angry. Talk to Alexandra. Talos is going well. Maybe the archive's first user will be terrestrial after all. Interesting. Estimate about a week, maybe 10 days before I'm unable to keep working. A betrayal to leave early. By the way, I don't know if you know this, but there is a way to fast forward time, but you have to bind a key so that action in the settings. No, I did not know that. Why? I haven't found the need to. I guess I'll keep that in mind. Now Uriel pointed his sword toward the tree of life, which grew in the heart of dead Jerusalem. Behold, the tree grows still, though the city is dead. Within all that is mortal, there is the seed of immortality, for it is an immortal that fashioned it from chaos and void. Being a humble man of little wisdom, I asked great Uriel, we are not allowed to eat from the tree of life. How may we then be saved? And Uriel commanded me to stretch out my hand, and he gave me his fiery sword, which burned my hand, and he said, it's hot. Only by sacrifice can you free the world from the dominion of sin. With a prayer on my lips, I fell upon Uriel's sword, and it pierced my heart, and truly on my body, the stigmata of the Lord appeared, dripping blood that was not my blood onto the ground. And the 7 heads of the dragon that were crowned in black clouds receded, and light fell upon the earth, and Jerusalem was born again. Thus the angels departed, having delivered their message, and I awoke in the fields of our fair land. That's, this is Apocrypha. It sounds like Revelation. The Invention of Borders by Fatima Nguyen. That's a name. What today's nationalists and neo-segregationists fail to understand, Kwame said, is that the basis of every human culture is, and always has been, synthesis. No civilization is authentic, monolithic, or pure. The exact opposite of true. Look at your average Western nation. Its numbers are Arabic, the alphabet is Latin, the religion Levantine, philosophy Greek. Need I continue? And each of these examples can itself be broken down further. The Romans got their alphabet from the Greeks, who created theirs by stealing from the Phoenicians, and so on. Our myths and religions, too, are synthetic. Sharing, repeating, and adapting a large variety of elements to suit their needs. Even the language of our creation, the DNA itself, is impure, defined by a history of amalgamation, not only between nations, but between different human species. Discuss. Discuss this excerpt in the context of Wolfgang Welch's theory of transculturality. Interesting. It is true, though. Okay. Oh, look. Video games.
God, there's no time. Just not enough time. We're trying to build the future out of old video game code and half-finished research projects. We should have had years, maybe decades, with the kind of money they used to put into building bombs. If I stop and think about how crazy this is, I will have a nervous breakdown. So I won't. Yeah, okay. Back to work, Alex.
Okay. Interesting that there's 2 fans there. I often record myself and see my clone do dumb things, so fast-forwarding my stupidity is nice. Oh, fast-forwarding the that, okay. I usually just go back to the recorder and end it. There's also a way to abuse it with a glitch and go through walls. Hilarious. That doesn't surprise me at all. Okay, so there's all of that, and then what can I even do here? Interesting. A box, a fan, and a prism. I didn't see a box. Is there a ladder? So for context, I am colorblind, and the only times this game has really screwed with me is when I've been visually unable to see something. Right? I can't walk through these. I can't walk through these. But I missed a ladder in one puzzle. Ended up finding a different solution to the puzzle. That might be my favorite one. What am I supposed to do here? I don't see... Unless I'm like shining that from outside this puzzle. But there's an emitter right there. Where's my prism? Oh, I can do this. Duh. There's 2 fans because they're just also boxes. That makes sense. And then there's a box. And then... Are there good colorblind options in this game? No, and we've already had that rant. That is a recurring Unchowder rant, not even just particular to this game. But no game has good colorblind options. That is my answer. Okay, we have a prism. There's so many doors here. The one that got me real good, the one that prompted a good rant, the difference between these doors that nothing can go through, and then like the purple ones that a person can go through, but the tools can't, are so similar in color that I did not realize that one was the other, and created an impossible situation. So that does that. So I could fling a block over there? This one's huge. This puzzle's huge. And there's a window here. Oh my god. There's another prism. This one's big. Reckon it's hard to have great colorblind options. Yes. If your goal is to make colors work for a colorblind person, you're gonna have a hard time. Which is why the good option is to not have any information conveyed only by color. This is the TLDR. If you want to design a game that colorblind people don't have a problem with, All you have to do is not convey information with just color. Just have a secondary way to convey the information, and don't worry about the colors. Oh, we've done this trick before. I can do like this. Means I can do that. But then, no, but then I need like this to push down the button. Right? No, I need a second one just to be able to do that. I need my second one first. Okay. So I bet we're gonna do that at some point. But right now, I mean, there's no receivers over here. I need... I can fling stuff over. I'm sure I can soft lock myself through there. Yeah, I'm gonna have to have a floating prism over there so I can like shine down onto these, right? That's my anticipation, but I need that second prism for that to happen. There's another block. So am I flinging myself? I don't need this open for the moment. And put that there. I wonder if I should bring my stuff with me? Except I imagine I want to bring the block. I wish I could see what was over there so I knew what I needed. I see... So there's a door, like a receiver there. Can I just grab? I can just grab that. I can go over and I can grab that and then be stuck. Right? They don't have a jammer. Okay, well, we can rewind if we need to, right? I'm gonna try doing that. And I mostly just want to bring this back out. Oh, there's a ladder. There's a ladder! But I can't bring it up with me, right? I have to drop the tool first, so that means... Oh, but we're not going through here. Can I do... Do I need two lasers on this side? I think we can do that. Oh. Yeah. Bring you with me. But I do need that door to be open. I need both those doors to be open. But now I can use my fans. I like how fans are used as blocks more often than not. Okay, so that opened a door. Hooray! That doesn't get me, so now I need to still get over there. Which means, oh, but how do I do that? What? I feel like I need my floating prism. I can't do that until I can have both of the prisms over there. I'm trying to jailbreak my prisms. And then we're like, what's over there? Oh, there's a third one. Excellent. Okay. That's definitely what we're trying to do. And then another block and another prism. Interesting. And then this is solution path, right? Yep, okay. So, I think we're on the right track, but... I mean, there is this. I mean, we definitely need both prisms back there. And we don't have a recorder here. Which, on the one hand, thank God. I don't have a jammer or anything. Okay, I'm gonna at least get myself back over there. All right. So to be here, I can't be here without both of those with two objects over there, right? I need to hold the button and have a fan. I think I need both prisms over here, though of course now I can't fling them out now that I've brought them over here. I'd have to rewind. But I can't I can't connect to there with just one, right? That seems pretty obvious. So I need both of these back here. I need both of those there. And I need one other thing. I need a rock. Just chop down a tree and put it on a button. That's what I really want to do. Utilize my entire environment. Like having a prism out there doesn't really help me. They do really both need to be back here. I could like launch a block over there. I don't know if that would just make it harder, right? Actually, I don't know that I could. I don't know that I can get the block through there without also leaving a fan behind. Or I guess I can hold the button myself. But what would that even do for me? I don't think that does anything for me. I can have the door open. I can have both of these buttons pressed and both of those connected. But then I can't get through. I couldn't get to there. Or could I? Then I would have the... box on the button? No, because I need a fan on the thing. I need to use a fan. I need to use a button presser to get me over. And I can't use one of these prisms to open both of these doors, which would let me get in through that way. Right? I couldn't connect to that, and to that, and to that. So... perplexing. There's nothing hiding in here. I can't just like launch myself without something on the button. I wouldn't want one of the prisms over here because I need both of them over there. Right, because if I take the fan, it does nothing. If I put both fans over here, like that opens the door. And now this does nothing. Oh, is that easier to get to? Do I need... Ah, okay, I'm gonna reset. There's another block I can get. That actually solves everything. It's even just called Prison Break. Okay, cool. I want you there. I want you there. Got a block there. Where's my stuff? Where's my prism? One of them's back there. I have to remember how this works. Oh, you're here. Okay. So, the first thing I do is open that door. That makes much more sense. A raid! Oh my goodness! Pancake raid. Excellent. That's a good kind of raid. Welcome in, everyone. We're in the climactic section, kind of. We're in the last bit of the regular section, I guess. No, not raid. Shout out. Yeah, what were you up to? How you been? Dwarf Fortress? Or that's upcoming. You were doing Timberborn. Oh, I need to go back to Timberborn. Bober cake? Sifter. Silt. Were you doing something with silt in Timberborn? That would be a new mechanic that I haven't seen. Okay, so I want a block here, for sure. I want a fan here, for sure. I want to launch my prism. Got into snacks, excellent. Oh, that didn't work. I have to carry it. Fine. Fine, fine, fine. I can put a button here. Trying to remember the word sift. Oh. It's a tricky word. Okay, so now this is much easier. Now that goes there. And then this goes here. Excellent. Excellent. Okay, that solved it. That fixed it. There's another emitter here. That's terrifying. What is that for? I can at least do this. I've broken myself out of jail. kind of. I can't bring these with me, can I? I would need... Oh, that's what this other emitter is for. Oh, that is tricky. Oh. Oh, tricky, tricky. Except that immediately does that. Okay. Okay. Go eat candy. Yeah, if you need to raid and run, please feel free. We're gonna be here for a minute, I think. Oh, now I want to block, don't I? We're gonna be here for a minute. So if you need to run off, feel free. Otherwise, this is what we're up to. I can at least use you. And put that there. Which means I can now have this door open. I still need this door open, but now this can do this. Then it opens, and then it links to that, and then it can do this. Excellent. I love it. Okay, I have freed a prism. Bedtime, but first, Wordle and candy, priorities. Gotta have your priorities straight. So now how do I bring this one? Is that one stuck? Maybe until we have a floating block. Maybe it stays there for... Except bringing this as well. Interesting, so I've successfully freed one, but that's what I started with. I started with just one. Interesting. But now, and I've done this one, right? That's where that block was. That's where that block was. Can I do something funky like this? This gets me another prism. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, that surely helps. And then I could open this door, but that's gonna get me nowhere, right? That's not gonna do anything for me. I think now I can make a floating block. Let's bring all these back. Because now I have 2 prisms. Which allows me to do the trick. This will be fine, yes. I'll put you, or no, I need my fan. I need my fan still. There you are. Still concerned that there's 2 there. And then button goes on top. Prism links these and goes on top. And then we just have to do that. And then we can take this away. And then we don't need that. Okay. Which means now I can use this for that. And now I have an orbital laser. So I can do what? Means I can get my block back. Because now I can just do this. Almost. There we go. So that frees me my block. It did undo that. I still don't know that there's a way to get you back, though. does get me you. So ultimately, I'm doing this, right? And then I need one more laser and a block. The block we have, right? We have a block we're not using. But that means now I need to get one of these lasers out of here. Which, of course, now I need to fly back over, don't I? Of course, I can. I'm gonna borrow my prism here. That can go back whenever. Oops. So that lets me do that. And then I can at least do this. To what end, I do not know. So to get you out, like I don't have a jammer. There's no jammers in here. Can I get both of these? Is there a way to do both of these with one? It's gonna be like in the doorway. Oh my goodness. No? No? Oh, come on. Come on. You can do it. Yeah. Is that not the intended way to do that? I wonder if I can grab this one. Nope, not quite. Okay. Oh, that probably broke it. I have to do that again. That's clearly possible. It's just really, really tight. I wonder how many unintended solutions we found. I think there's been a couple. I know of at least one. It's so small. It's... Oh, I'm not gonna be able to get it again, are I? Which one do I have? I have the close one. Or there's a spot back here even. Oh, I like that better. That probably stays in line of sight better even. Yeah. Yeah. That's not too cheesy. They left that open. Surely they knew about that one. Okay, so I'm not leaving. I'm only leaving one back here. Is that all I need? I do still need to get through here, but now I don't need this fan. That might be all I need to do. I get you from here. And then where did I leave the other one? Here's my block, and there's that. Okay. So now you through the trees, and then companion cube on the button. Perfect. Wow. So how are you supposed to do that? If that's not the intended way, how are you supposed to get another prism out of here? I'm okay. I like this solution. That does not feel cheaty to me. I feel clever about this one. There's a spot where you can see them both. Clearly it's intended. I think the original solution requires you to connect the floating connector to the receivers. But I have done so. Oh, to the receivers. Oh, you mean like connect it? Well, it doesn't have... Oh, you mean connect it to here, just directly. So you'd have to make that connection before you float it. That would have taken me a minute. I like mine better. That means you could get all three out. If this is being opened from over there, then you could get all three of them out. Well, I guess you'd still have to leave this one open. It's a little corner cut. I'm happy with my solution. I accept this. Okay, moving right along. Dead man switch. We have a prism. We have a button. We have a long walkway around with an emitter. Oh, but this... No, okay. See, I honestly can't tell. Red emitter's there, blue emitter's here. I have a gated window. We haven't seen that before. We haven't seen one of these barricades in a window before. Oh, look, a star. And the solution. And we have two prisms. So surely I can put one there. Oh, and then there's... Oh, okay. So I want to blow the block off. Which means connecting the red that was over there. Somehow. Because I can't see the red through here, right? Yeah. How, So the only way to open this door, unless there's a jammer I haven't found, you need one here. This is why this is so long. You need one here, and you need one here, and one there, and something on the button. But what does opening this door do for me? There's no... Oh, there's another thing right there. Maybe there are just a bunch of prisms around. And same thing with blue, right? The blue would be the same deal. I need one here. Two here. Three here. And then I still wouldn't be able to open that. Which is the solution, so I guess that doesn't surprise me. That does just mean that if I can acquire this prism, then I have the solution. Like, what does this do for me? And what about the block? Is the block for this puzzle or for the star? That's always the tricky thing with the star puzzles, is what components are here that I need to use and which things are bonuses. I have a feeling the block is for the star. That's my hunch. But like... And that prism isn't doing anything, right? It's not like it's holding the door shut. There's been other things where we have to break an existing laser connection and that opens something for us or turns off a fan or something. But I don't think that's the case here. What else can I do with red out here? Can I see? Not really. Oh, I do have to go all the way over for that up there too, because of this wall. Stupid walls. Stupid line of sight. Do not remember this one. Is there something by the cube? There is a fan by the cube. So if I can turn on the red receiver on the other side of the wall, I can get the cube. There's also a star right here. But like, what would the... I mean, the cube would hold the button down. So that's cool, but that wouldn't inherently solve the problem. So I would still need... Like, if I have something holding the button down... Jeez. Is that rock? Is there a... Oh, I'm just not connected. Duh. I could do that, and then... That gets me... a little further down. But even then... falls apart right there. Unless this be, I would hold the button down to get my button, or to get my box. But I can't, like, that's a stretch. That's a heck of a stretch. Now that I've... I mean, if I had the block, it'd be easier to get the block. Right? I mean, even if I had something to stand on that was a little taller, I still don't have line of sight over it from over here. You'd have to come all the way over here, even with extra height. That's it's kind of close, but even then I would need the box to get the box. I need... What do I need? There aren't any other red receivers, right? Both of the red receivers are way the heck over there. Unless I'm missing, unless there's something in a tree or something. But what else can I even do here? I can't interact with that prism until I can get in there. Oh boy. Feels like going, well, I was gonna say going through this path doesn't feel like the solution, but maybe it is. Because we're trying to gain one... Well, we're trying to gain one last prism, right? And that's gonna be what allows us to take the blue all the way around and come back here. So that means doing the red is going to be something different. I guess. There's not like... Aha! How would I do that? That's not quite possible, is it? I can't do it from here. But if I could get inside, if I could just get myself inside, then I can get myself out. That's an interesting thought. Don't think I could do it from here. Give. I mean, and there's not like another window, right? I can't... Can I... Oh, wait, well... Is there a position where I can take... Can I just link from there to there? Because they have line of sight on each other. I just can't put the prism in between them. And I can't get to the thing on that side. Except from inside. If I could just get myself in there, it would be fine. Like, where else in this sea? Really nowhere else. They did a pretty good job of blocking line of sight on this thing. right? Why are the 3 prisms not enough to connect to the cube? Because I can go like from, like this is as far over as I can go, right? Or I don't need to, like this can come through here. But I can't go, I can't connect this all the way to that. Like I need to connect that to red to get my cube. And it's like not that far off, but it is kind of far off. That's as far over as that gets. Let's see, there's like this much. Can I... Maybe it is just an alignment thing. Because... Like, I don't think I can get both of these. Unless I'm just not going back far enough. Maybe that's what's going on. That's what's going on. Yeah, okay. Got it. So now I have that. Hooray. I just gave up too early, that's all. But now this is a little harder. Maybe. Maybe not. Maybe it's all fine. And then... Crow Team is evil, they want pixel perfect connections. Well, see, when I do it in one puzzle, it's cheese, and I do it in the next puzzle, it's the intended solution. Like, now how do I get it out, right? I can do that. That only helps me so much. How... Okay. How do I get this out? I want to just take this and shove it through the window, right? I guess that would still trap me in here. I feel like... Or am I doing like... Am I doing this? Which gets me out, but then... Do I need something back there? Maybe I need... Also, now I don't need this, right? Now I'm opening that from the inside. Hooray. Can I open... I can't open this door from the outside. Right? Because now I need... Can this go back? Can this go way back here? Right? Like it's... I need that prism in order to do the thing. Or no, I don't have to go all the way around. I get it. I get it. I get it. We're going through the window. I think I get it. That's still gonna be... I'll put you like back here. Now just take blue, and we're good. Okay. Yep. That's tricky. That was a little brain bendy. And then I just need one more blue connector. So then again, so now that's hard. Right? I need this blue here. And then something else here. Which I still can't quite do, right? I could do... Another pixel perfect sort of situation. If I go there, and then this is gonna be out here. You're just gonna come out here. There we go. There's no way that's cheese. That's the solution, right? What else would you do there? I got it. I don't even care. Oh, another one of these. I think you can get the connector out. Really? I don't know. Carrier pigeons. Oh, this one's big. Okay, we got a... Is that a fixed receiver? Or prism? Yeah, so I can't move that one. Yes, you can. Crow team is dumb. Interesting. I like my answer better. Oh. Hilarious. Interesting. Okay. Is it like... It has its 2 points, and then it takes a beeline back. Interesting. Okay. So it's not on a path. It has 2 points that it wants to go to, and it can get shunted in the middle. That makes sense. And then we want to turn off the blue laser to get in there. I don't know why I want to get in there. Oh, because that's the answer. Okay. I have a block. I have a block. Oh, what do you do? You turn off a fan. Community is much smarter than Crow Team. These puzzles are baby mode compared to community puzzles. That's fair. I don't have much smarter. I mean, because I haven't seen the community ones to compare, but when you're like developing a game, you're trying not to make them too hard, right? Like if your goal is to make a puzzle that's really, really hard, that's different from making a game that people enjoy playing. So the community has the benefit of not caring if people actually can beat them. So of course they can be harder. But also the community is going to be 100 times larger than the development team and has 100 times longer to figure their stuff out, right? I think that's just a natural consequence of Crow team being finite in scope, and community just not really. How the heck would I block that? I don't see any up fans. I do see I could do this. I don't know if that does me any good. And then there's, okay, so there is line of sight. There is height stuff happening. Can I put, I know we can ride the bombs. Can I ride whatever these are? Oh, come back. For sure, just crazy looking back at these puzzles for being like this. Yeah, it's fair. Okay. And then that could get blown into that? Or I could at least get over there. I can at least get over there. I bet you the fan might blow me off. Maybe that's what's happening. Whoa! Okay. We're good. We're good. Okay. Block acquired. Hooray. Well, I can just drop these off, right? Hooray, I have 2 boxes. I don't think they just stack up that high. I couldn't stack them right in front of it anyway, right? But I do have 3. I do have 3 blocks. Just stand in front of it. just body block it. What am I missing? I feel like there's an ingredient that I'm missing here. Does it get blown that far? Do I make a stack of 3 on our friend? That's my only thought here. Then I can stand on the fan. But of course I would still need to go over there. Well, let's see what we can do here first. Whoops. Whoops. In the process of making my own puzzles, and the community is super kind. I had my puzzles play tested and I'm making lots of improvements. That's cool. I'm glad it's still active. So that's not guaranteed, right? Did the community get a bump of activity when the re-release came out? Or has it just been steady this whole time? just missed it. I don't think it gets blown over that far. Remaster made the level editor so much more affordable than the OG. Interesting. I don't think that's tall enough. Oh, but it does seem to go far enough. Interesting. Okay. So I could get the third one on there. Is it just that maybe the receiver takes so long that I can run? Do you have to pay for the level editor? Or you just mean like easier to use? Okay. Yeah, okay, it just takes forever for it to come back. Whee! Okay. Cool. That's not so bad. Is there another exit over here? No. Okay. We did it. It was simpler than I thought. So that's been half of them. I mean, one left. Last one. Crisscross Conundrum Advanced. Oh dear. So we got our two emitters. Got a receiver. Got a receiver. Okay. Oh, and then, oh, hi. Oh, hello, old friend. How's that gonna work? The OG had a separate software which did not have proper tutorials and was not user-friendly. Remaster has the editor in-game is so much easier. Interesting. That is definitely the better way to do that. So last time we did a crisscross, it was like go around the back of a pillar type thing. This is gonna be... So I need the red to be on in order to access my recorder. Right? We don't have blocks. So this isn't gonna be an elevation thing. I don't think. I think this is a recorder shenanigans type of deal. So we're gonna have at most 2 of each. Or at most 4 total, I guess. So one needs to connect red to red. And then in theory, I could go... Even going all the way around wouldn't help me. I would do... I want to do like this. That's not quite gonna work, is it? Maybe so that can use 2. So go from here around here. That's still not gonna actually get me there, is it? I guess we can test if things work with the 2 real ones. Yeah, there's no way to see from back here. And then if blue... And then blue coming around wouldn't really help either. Oh, but we can go around... Or no, we can't, actually. If I can get the blue back here... Oh, that's not... If I go like this... Except that does still cross. It'd be cool if I could use that. I'm trying to remember how the other one worked, that it made going around the pillar make sense. I guess if we could go from red to red back behind here, that would fix it. But I don't... Unless we use 3 for the red and 1 for the blue. Because if the red went all the way around, then we could do the blue with just the 1. So I need... wow, okay. So that's gonna go here. And then this also connects to here, and then we're gonna have to like undo that connection. But then this goes here. And then we'll have another... That doesn't... It'd have to be like here. That almost works. Yeah. Yeah. So we'll put a third one here, connect a red to red, and then that one just connects directly, and then we undo this. Is it perhaps that simple? Except I can't connect a thing to itself. And then this would just connect to here. But now I can't stop my recording. Oh, that's hilarious. Well, I can pause here. And just do that. I don't think that works, but I want to see why it doesn't work. I see what you mean about forwarding time. It just gives me a tea break. Okay. So then I take this and break its connections and just connect from here to here. What's today's tea? It's the same tea. My lemon herbal tea. I've really been enjoying it. Nope. And then we do that. That's it, right? That's it. I did it. Got. Perfect, okay. Yeah, I like that. That's a little tricky. Just a little tricky. But that's all of them. We even got the star. Did we read these? We read these. I think that's all of the main puzzles. I think we did it.
And so it is done. You have overcome each trial that I set before you. You have shown faith and wisdom and perseverance.
Thank you.
Therefore, I judge you worthy, and I say unto you, come to the gates of eternity, where you shall be granted everlasting life.
Pass. I also couldn't help but notice, we were walking around, there is an axe here that I can interact with. And I know, so all I know is that there are multiple endings. I did do like a spoiler-free search. I know there's multiple endings to the game. I think it's kind of the end. I think we want to climb the tower. I'm also not going to bother with that because that just gives us hints. There was the star room. Yeah, now it's just open. I'm not going to go there. I gave up on the star door. No, I don't remember where it was. That's all of these, right? All of World C and A and B are done. Think you can walk through one of those stone doors, but maybe I am mistaken. Oh, that's right. That's like around a corner. That does sound familiar. There's that door. I feel like the axe is important. Oh, but it doesn't. Chop, chop. I also never figured out what the buckets of paint were for. A lot of the puzzle rooms just had buckets of paint that you can grab. Here we are. I'm gonna run to the restroom real quick. Like, one of these has no collision. Oh dear. Elden Ring style? Okay, I will be right back. Okay, I'm back. Arming yourself? Yes. I'm gonna go confront God. Let me bring a hand weapon real quick. Hi. Pet time. We were trying this at the very end of last stream, and I gave up on it. Hello, Orion. Hello, hello. Dropping in. We have beaten all of the main puzzles. So now we just have decisions to make, I guess. No, it's backwards. Or no. Yeah, I did it. First try. Bucket paints allow you to paint QR codes on some wall surfaces. I was wondering if that's what it was for, but I could never figure out how to do it. Your friends can see them on their playthrough. Okay. So, Elden Ring style. Star 9. Okay. Interesting. Interesting that there's more puzzles in here. Maybe not what I was expecting. Human eye.text. Elden Ring, but it's all puzzles, no bosses. I would play that. I would actually play that. What is a man's eye but a machine for the little creature that sits behind in his brain to look through? Is it man's eyes, or is it the big seeing engine which has revealed to us the existence of worlds beyond worlds into infinity? What has made man familiar with the scenery of the moon, the spots of the sun, or the geography of the planet? He is at the mercy of the seeing engine for these things, and is powerless unless he tacks it on to his own identity and makes it part and parcel of himself. Okay. Still got great dodging movements, yeah. I mean, that'd be like a Zelda game, right? Zelda, where you have to like do all the dodging and the timing and the block puzzles and all that junk, but like just no bosses. I bet people would play that. I viewed with a mixture of pity and horror these beings training it to be sold to slaughter or be slaughtered, and fell into reflections on an old opinion of mine, that it is the preservation of the species, not the individuals, which appears to be the design of the deity throughout the whole of nature. Blossoms come forth only to be blighted, fish lay their spawn where it will be devoured, and what a large portion of the human race are born merely to be swept prematurely away. Yes. Does not this waste of budding life emphatically assert that it is not men, but man whose preservation is so necessary to the completion of the grand plan of the universe? Children peep into existence, suffer and die. Men play like moths about a candle and sink into the flame. War and the thousand ills which flesh is heir to mow them down in shoals, whilst the more cruel prejudices of society palsy existence, introducing not less sure though slower decay. Cool story. Tetramino. One of the most fascinating aspects of St. Eldwald's recently uncovered writings is his preoccupation with finding divine truth in the mathematical concepts, which at times borders on pantheism. He was, it would seem, particularly concerned with what we now call tetrominoes, seeing in them a reflection of the tetragrammaton and the Greek word for God, theos. Their ability to form other shapes out of themselves symbolized to him the Creator's ability to reshape the world without breaking the laws he himself had established. The divine tetrinamos. Hilarious. Eadwald referred to the tetrinamos as sigilla or sigils, implying that they were a more truthful version of the magical symbols worshipped by heathens, rooted in both the Abrahamic tradition and careful observation of creation. It's just shapes, dude. It is unlikely that these texts were distributed, as he would almost certainly have resulted in charges of heresy. Tetris has deep lore. Yeah. The deep Tetris lore. It does explain why Tetris is the greatest game. Also, that's interesting. 6_**N. **9. What was that called? The thing that we were quoting? Saint Eadwald. I don't think we got a name of these supposed writings. Saint Eadwald's recently uncovered writings. I don't think we got anything more specific than that. Okay, are these going to be, like, much harder all of a sudden? There's paint up there? Why? Okay. Unreachable garden. Yep, can't get in. Oh, never mind. We have a platform, we have a prism, we have an emitter, we have a recorder. We have another thing. How do I open this door? Unless I just go over the garden wall? Is that what we're doing? Crow Team wanted to do 3D Tetramino puzzles, but abandoned them because they were too hard. 3D would be... That would be hard. Yes, I agree. I concur. I could... there a spot where I could put a thing on a thing? I need a tall place to stand. Oh, it's not real? Oh, dang. That would be cool. The divine tetromino, tetramadam? The tetranomadam. The tetranomicon. That would be good. So I can make a copy of myself holding a platform. Can I put... So I'm gonna connect these. I start a recording. I'm just gonna stand over here, I guess. And I just want to give it to you. Here you go. I think that would solve it. We've been able to clip up walls before. Do I do this intentionally? I've only done it accidentally before. Is there a space to do that, though? Because I can't just put it on the platform before it's grabbed. I don't know how much patience I have for bonus puzzles, though we did all the stars, so I kind of want to. But I also want to see, I want to see the tower. Another emitter back there. Oh, the cats are activating. Heck. Yeah, I'm looking at you. Is this tall enough? Is that little mound? Is that what I'm doing? Okay. Got 70-mile-an-hour gusts around now. Creates haunting sounds. I bet. That sounds terrifying. I do want to connect. And connect. Really? Oh, it's awfully close. Oh, it's awfully close. Heck. She's gonna try to destroy me here. Or just... You gonna go back up to the spot? Or just walk by? Okay. Or maybe this. Is this what I'm doing? Do I need to pay more close attention to my environment? Haha! Oh, for real? Okay. Ugh, by that much. Fine. So I want to be more over here. Really, all that does is open that door, though. Or I guess I could link it to that as well. Do I do all three of these at once? Hi, creature. Yeah. Oh, with that tree? Are you kidding me? Of course now, but if I end the recording, then that goes away. Right? Because the real one's over there. But in theory, I could open both doors with that one. Is that not what I'm supposed to do? I have a cat blocking half my screen. Right? Is there... I don't think there's a spot where I can just do it around the corner. But now... Okay, so that does end that. Because that was the real one. Okay. I'm gonna do the exact same thing again, but try to line it up better. Right, so I want to miss that tree, but I also want to miss that tree. Maybe like over here? Yeah, we'll give it a shot. Adjust. Okay, you stay there, right? Yeah. Okay. Cool. Of course, now I can't grab that or anything. But it does open the door. Which gets me... something? I got a ladder. So I can go back. I could open this door from this side. That's interesting. Because of that. So... The solution here... Oh, geez, this is quite the switchback, isn't it? This seems hard. If I just have the one... I need one here. I need one here. And I would need one here. Is there another... There's just a block back there. I don't think there's another prism. So... I could pass something to myself over this wall. I could have a connector up there. Oh. I bet you. I bet you I need a connector up there. Do I even need a second one? Interesting. So if I could pass the real prism up here to myself, place it here and connect it there. And then the recording one... somehow connects here to the emitter. Have to sleep? Okay, sounds good. We'll be going for another 20 minutes or so. Thanks for coming by and hanging out. I've definitely been enjoying this. It's a pleasure to have people who like the game come by, or who know the game. My next couple Saturdays might be busy, so I don't know when we're gonna get back to this. But I intend to beat this. I do intend to beat this. But yeah, have a good one. Like if I had, but I can't have the recording on the recording, right? I can't have the recording have the fake prism, right? Because the recording has to come by and then real me has to put the real thing on it. So that means we're gonna bring the prism up here and place it and then make a recording of me passing it down onto the platform and then walking over basically to where it is right now to connect. And then it has to connect to itself. Right? If I have a fake one here, I can connect the real one to it and then put it down. I just have to make sure the fake one is connected to that to start with. I think that would be fine. Question is, how do I do that? I'm assuming they want me to use this block over here. That's the intended way to do this. But how do I open this door? I would need the laser to be... I guess we're gonna be doing a 2 laser situation again, aren't we? So I need my real one, I need my fake one to be over here. I wish I could use my recording more than once. Like, I want my recording to be exactly what it was, but I want to have it go again. So I'm gonna connect you to you, and I guess you for good measure. Though... I guess, can it be... I don't think that quite works. I think it's just gonna connect to both of these. And then I'm gonna do my thing again. And then now I don't need to bypass the tree. I do need to bypass this tree. I think right here works. So then I grab you. And then this needs to connect to you and to you and to you. Come on. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. That gets me my block. Of course, it leaves one there too. So... I don't know what to use the block for now. So basically I want the same setup. I want that there, connected to that and to that. But I want this one to be up there connecting to the last door. And to this one because I still have to walk through here. But how do I get... So that means I need to get the real one up there. I don't know what this is... I don't know what this is for now. I feel like I skipped the part where I need that. The fact that there's another emitter back here also is strange to me, but I don't see why I need that. So I need to pass the real one up to myself up there. And then we duplicate that one. So right? Though I do still need to get through there. I do still have to get through. Is that why... There we are. Maybe? No. There we go. Okay. So I could unlock this from this side. Kind of. I don't know how I would get it in there. Yeah, I need to bring the real one in here. So I would just need to, like, this would just need to bring it in there. But that wouldn't work because that would break everything. How on earth does that work? This is tricky. So I could make a recording of me taking the platform and standing by the block and then receiving the real one and then going over here and standing here. So then I would have the prism on my platform here, which does not put it in line of sight of the emitter, like at all. Can I do this if I just have a block? Not really. Not... it's closer than you would think. Well, it goes over the wall. Nope. It might just be that. that tightly aligned. Oh, really? Oh, really? You're not gonna give it to me? That's not a gimme? What if I do it over here? What if I'm like here? That would actually solve more problems. Oh, come on. Oh, come on. That is... I can't just like knock a brick off this wall. Just like remove... It's not even a full brick, it's just the dirt on top. Literally just the dirt on top of the wall is blocking my laser. It's hard to say. Oh, come on. Oh, that should work. Your collision box is not precise enough. It's hitting the air. That's not fair. That's not fair. So... There's gotta be a spot. There's gotta be a spot where this works. Which isn't necessarily true. Cuddle kitties? Oh yeah. They settled down together. They are very unconscious. Hello, Mink, how's it going? We're in bonus puzzle territory. And it got harder. I mean, could I just... Is it tall enough to just go over? What if I do this? What if I say... How do I want to do this? Stand next to my box. And then I'm just going to stand here. I'm going to connect this to this and to this. See, that's awfully close. Or what if I just stepped on... What if I stepped on the block? Here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna stand next to the block and pause. I'm gonna jump on top of the block and then pause. So then I go here and put that there, and then you go forward. No, for real? For real. For real. Okay. I feel like that's very close. What if I just have it, like, here? Yeah. Or no, I have to drop it, grab it, pause, jump, pause. Yeah. Okay. Hooray. Am I allowed to grab this? I am. Of course, that means it's the real one up there. So I need to somehow... So I need to do that and then run around. And then the recording brings it back over. Is that... Okay. I'm gonna redo that. With more. Though, of course, now that just keeps it open. That just keeps it open now. Just have to not break it. So... the fake one is gonna keep both of those doors open. I'll use the block to put it on top of me. Is this right? So I'm gonna stand here, I'm gonna pause. I'm gonna go over here and pause. Nighty night, JM. Thanks for coming by. I guess we're not beating the game today, but we are awfully close. I hope you come by for more Dwarf Fortress this week. Right, so I'm gonna grab, place. I don't think I need the block over there. So you're just gonna go forward. And then, in theory, I can just grab it and link like that. I did it. I did it. There may have been a little bit of cheese there, but I did it. Oh geez, there's 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. There's more. But I did one. I didn't ever use that emitter, so there's clearly something that I missed. But I don't care. I like my solution. I think we're gonna wrap up here. I guess let's just glance at the next one. Cobweb. How ridiculous do we get here? Looks quite ridiculous. Yeah, there's 2 prisms, there's some windows, there's all sorts of little floaty friends. There's a red emitter, there's another prism. Yeah, this is... They're gonna get nuts, aren't they? And then there's one here. This is Nexus. Also looks probably intense. And then there's a 4th one. Or no. Those 2 just point to the same thing. There's just 3 in here. I see. Oh, so do I need all of the stars to get all of the star puzzles? I was kind of assuming that I had enough stars to unlock the star doors. If I need all of the stars, I might not bother.
Your faith has guided you well, my child. You have overcome every trial
Yeah,
in this
we went
land
through this.
and gathered all the sigils.
So... Yeah, if I have to get every single star, I don't think I'm gonna bother, because we did not get every single star. I got all the stars that I saw, but there were plenty that I didn't see. I didn't hunt too much for them. Maybe I just want to poke my head in the tower. This game should have like a new game plus, so I should could come back and like do all the extra stuff after. It's a big tower. Okay, I just want to poke my head in. I'm afraid of that tower. There's something terrible inside it. Never think about it. Don't even look at it. Just focus on doing the work. Yep. Not gonna happen. This must be the tower we were warned about. Seems the upper levels are locked tight. Elohim is taking no chances that we stray from his path. On returning from the tower, I feel a great tiredness and an enormous energy. What I now know disturbs me, but I hope that by living with this knowledge, I might provide a shoulder for you, the giants of tomorrow. Interesting. The view from the top must be incredible? Question mark? Yeah, probably. Is there just anything around here? It's just stuff. Oh, what's back there? What's hiding back here then? World's D. Oh. Out here? We're not even in one of the... Wow, okay. Yup. Shine a laser down from the top of the tower to get the last golden star. Oh, there's a bunch of floors. Can I, what if I just press the top one? Nope. I can go to floor 1.
Cannot detect location of primary subject.
Haha.
Query.
Got an achievement for that as well. Oh, interesting. For 1?
Is there anything that we associate more closely with intelligence than curiosity? Every intelligent species on Earth is attracted by the unknown. Our mythologies are full of riddles and mysteries and divine knowledge. Even the word apocalypse means revelation. It seems like our ancestors always imagined that even at the very end, we would solve one last mystery.
I'm using these red tetrominoes. I'm not even sure where I was getting those from. Do I need to solve every of the main puzzles to get to the top? Oh, goodness. Yep, there's more puzzles. Okay. There's more game for us. Yeah. There's more game. Okay, so we're gonna stop here. I have reached the limit of my sanity. So there we are. Yeah. Distracted. I would say come by next week, but I don't know that I'm going to be able to stream next Saturday. My next few weekends might be spoken for. But I guess join the Discord and I will tell you. I definitely keep everyone updated about my schedule in the Discord. Come by at the very least Monday and Thursday next week from Mordor Fortress. We are in adventure mode. We have started a polar bear adventure. We're gonna kill some goblins. Oh my goodness. Modazir is kitted out. So come by for that. I hope that this was fun. I hope I haven't melted anyone's brain too much. My brain is melted. My brain smells like burning rubber right now. Today's episode is brought to you by Up. That's where we're going. We're going up. And by viewers like you, clicking on all the buttons down there, hanging out with us live, hanging out in Discord, hanging out in VODs, wherever you want to hang out. Pet a cat. Climb a tower, say hi to someone you love. I don't know. I hope you come by for more. I hope you have a good rest of your weekend, and I hope you stay kind.